Physics is Fun was the title of my textbook at school, but I never believed it until I met Boulder Dash, and the mysteries of gravity were revealed to me in all of their resplendent glory. Peter Liepa wrote the first Boulder Dash game for the Atari 800 in 1983, together with Chris Gray. The Commodore 64 conversion was released a year later by First Star. A gem of a game that is endlessly playable, yet such a simple premise. No wonder Zap64 stole Rockford as their mascot, along with Thing on a Spring. Now, you might be wondering what all the fuss is about. Looks a bit like Dig Dug, with lots more boulders, and the object of the game is similar. Dig away and collect the jewels from a series of caves, but it's the execution of this game, and its variety, which makes it infinitely more enjoyable. For a start, there's all those rocks. They behave in what at first seems very strange ways, and deaths come thick and fast. But soon, Rockford, the cute little figure you guide, figures out what's happened. If you remove the ground from under a pile of rocks, then they're going to come tumbling down. Rockford, foot tapping impatiently when waiting, zips around the screen with great agility. However, this comes in very handy, as you'll need to be quick to stay alive. You can support a pile of boulders, but as soon as you move, they fall, and you've got to clear out pronto. All the caves are the size of several screens, which showcase the exemplary smooth scrolling that the Commodore 64 was capable of, and through these caves you have to collect a certain number of diamonds, shown in the top left of the screen, of which a total amount you have currently found will be shown in the top centre. To get to the diamonds, you must clear a path, as littered around each cave are hundreds of boulders, and clearing a path below will cause them to fall into the empty space. Clear too much ground and you'll have a boulder avalanche on your hands. Collect all of the required diamonds without getting squished by the boulders or killed off by other hazards, and a secret door is revealed, which you can exit to the next cave. If any falling rocks or even diamonds come into contact with you, then a life is lost. Also populating each cave are what are apparently fireflies and butterflies, and a strange green ooze. The fireflies and butterflies are lethal on contact, but butterflies produce diamonds when destroyed, which is essential for completing some levels. The fireflies simply leave a 9x9 space when destroyed. The ooze will become diamonds if it gets prevented from growing any larger. Again, necessary for level completion, but the ooze will become a lord of boulders if it gets too large, so be mindful of that. Although the graphics in Boulder Dash are nothing amazing, you have to consider the fact that the game is from 1984, so allowances have to be made if they look a little primitive. But seeing as though the game depicts rocks and dirt, the graphics actually fit the context of the game quite well, and the colour palette changes for each level, which ensures that there is a transition from one level to the next and gives each level its own feel. It's in the gameplay that Boulder Dash shines. The game is instantly playable, but quickly becomes challenging. You need to combine skill and strategy to complete each level safely, but within the tight time limits, and therefore I feel that it's perfectly balanced in this respect. You can't tackle each level like a bull in a china shop, but you can't take too much time making up your mind where you want to go next. It's all about knowing when to pause for thought to plan your route, and when to take a risk and plough through the dirt. Death never feels unfair, as it's always caused by your own actions. Each enemy has their own attack pattern, and it doesn't take long to understand how to avoid them, and also how to use them for your own advantage. The movement of the ooze and slime is quite random, meaning that you will have to rely on reflex skills to tackle them, rather than remembering how you've played the levels before. And although the concept of the game remains constant throughout, each level feels very different and throws a new kind of challenge at you. As always on the Commodore 64, the levels scroll smoothly, and also Rockford moves responsively, which all contribute to making the game extremely playable. For a relatively early game, Boulder Dash packs a great variety of gameplay elements into it. It's a great combination of a puzzle game and an arcade style game, and everything in it just feels right. I think what makes the game quite appealing is the whole idea of destruction, but at the same time to collect as many diamonds as possible. Quite often, not all the diamonds are required to complete a level, but I think it would have been pretty interesting to see if an element of greed might have encouraged players to attempt to get them all anyway. It's no wonder that the game is still regularly re-released today, as it's still addictive now as it was in 1984. Thanks for watching, guys. What a diamond of a game, eh? Sorry, couldn't resist. If you love this game and enjoyed the video, then please hit the like button and also let me know your experiences with this game in the comments. As always, I massively appreciate the support, and hopefully you'll consider subscribing to the channel to follow me on this epic journey revisiting classic games just like this. There's plenty more games on the channel playlist and more coming daily, so it would be great to have you on board with me whilst we explore all of the Commodore 64 games we remember and which ones still stand the test of time. Hopefully, I'll see you all in the next one. Until then, bye for now.